Okay, so there's a new function on the spreadsheet where it links to an Excel doc online. And what it is, it's just for technical bias, really. So we've got the pivots down there, and then we've got the open, high, low, close values down there. So the hourly pivots there, so you can come to check those for your entry points. There's your pivot for hourly and daily, and then weekly, monthly. So there's the monthly pivot there, so we're miles below that pivot table. Now this is the daily, weekly, monthly average there, so we'd want to be below that. And if we have the average of the global, including all these time frames, that's the global average, 112.13. So we'd want to check where we are now for current price and whether or not we're below that or we're above that. So we see the euro yen is not doing particularly well, and the pound yen ditto, and these are strong, all of these. So it tells us that the yen is technically weak, but it's actually strong versus the euro and the pound. So it tells us the euro and the pound are weak. There's that again. There's those two taking a big chunk of data. And then open, high, low, close. There's your open, high, low, close, and then an average of all those four values. So it's like a magic number, 111.49, 111.59 for hourly. An average of all those, 112.15. So we know that 112.05 was a key level, and we broke below that today, and then it just fell. So that's going to be important. The daily average, weekly, monthly, and then you come to this where we've got the average there of the average of all of these, hourly, for hourly, daily, weekly, monthly. So if we add those up and divide by that number, we get the average across those time frames. So 112.09, we have to be below that. So above, that's your technical bias, and below, that's your technical bias. So that's like a line in the sand, and we know that our current price is 111.49. It's all refreshed from my Fixbook for that live price. There's a little bit of a delay, 15 minutes, and again it just goes to show the pound yen and the euro yen weak on the difference between the open, high, low, close, and it's weak on the pivot. And then that difference from these two, this is short term, and there's the strong case for the others versus the yen. So there's that yen weakness there, but it's strong versus the pound and the euro. So it tells us the euro and the pound are weak. And so we go back to this, and we go to data, refresh, and then it grabs the data from Action Forex for the pivots and for the open, high, low, close. That's from my Fixbook. And another thing is this, which is from my Fixbook, and that tells us where the retail bears distance from price and the retail bulls distance from price. Now the pound dollar, they're 320 pips away, so their stops are massive, and they're going to be punished for that. If you look at the ratio for the pound dollar, so it tells us that, well, they're not using risk management, so they're going to be punished. That's too big of a stop loss. They are not using proper risk management. Pound yen, 462 pips. It's like they're not even using stop losses. So this is worth checking too. But it's a really good tab. I would have this as separate sheets on my spreadsheet, but it might just be information overload, and I have been told it's too complex already. But if you did want to access this, the link is in the spreadsheet, the one that you see every day. It's in the main tab. If you scroll all the way right, it's at the very top, and you'll see like a hyperlink that links to this. But it's well worth it. I'd use this every day, and just for technical bias, so when we get the signal, we'll know that were below the magic numbers, and that's for your bias, and that could be your exit too. But pending that stays below that 112.54, that's going to be key. So that's going to be bearish below that for the rest of this month. So that wraps up a 5-minute video. I won't go on too long, I tend to, but have a good night, and hopefully you make use of this. I think it's really, really good. Cheers.